Yeah, Doug and Shelley, here's a copy of that lawsuit right here, filed in the United States District Court for New Mexico. And those allegations allegedly taking place over 2 years ago in the Roosevelt County Detention Center in Portales.
I have been licensed to practice here in the state of New Mexico since September of 2006. This is the first time in that time span that I've ever heard of anything like this happening.
This is Chris Christensen. He's an attorney representing Edward Alonzo, a Roosevelt County inmate in Portales. He says what a corrections officer is accused of doing to his client is egregious. Now, Chris, how unacceptable is this type of behavior from a corrections officer?
I would just sort of ask a rhetorical question. How would anybody feel when they woke up in any situation with a penis drawn on their face?
Here's what the lawsuit, filed this month in federal court, alleges. Julian Vargas, the corrections officer involved, allegedly drew male genitalia on Alonzo's body multiple times. The first time happening in June of 2024, when he allegedly made the crude drawing on his right arm while he was sleeping. Then, less than a week later, he allegedly did the exact same thing, this time on his face. The lawsuit saying both happened after Vargas found out Alonzo was gay.
It's unacceptable. I can't explain why he did it. I'm not going to attempt. It's just wrong.
Christensen says Vargas was fired shortly after the alleged behavior took place, but says the county didn't do anything to help his client following it.
There's supposed to be counseling. There's a whole list of things that they're supposed to do to make sure that this person is okay with this type of abuse, or recovering from this type of abuse.
The detention center has not yet confirmed if Vargas has been fired. Target 7 searched county payroll records and found the last record of his salary was in 2024, the year Christensen says he was fired.
You've seen cases where there is abuse of inmates in prison, and that's why the laws are as strict as they are.
John Day is KOAT's legal expert. He says the inmate and his attorney are arguing the Prison Rape Elimination Act, along with the Civil Rights Act, were violated in the way the officer is accused of behaving.
Because he was confined in a jail, the guard had authority over him, and the guard was acting in his role as a guard when he caused the damage, according to the lawsuit.
He also says in cases like this, federal prosecutors could choose to charge the accused with hate crimes if they're found liable during the civil suit.
And if you can develop criminal charges, then prosecutors can use those in a separate prosecution. The most recent example, high-profile example, was the Diddy case.
Christensen says pursuing those types of charges may not be off the table.
If we have to go to the hate crime level, yes, we will do that.
Now, we gave Vargas, the former corrections officer, a call to see if he had anything to say about the allegations levied against him. Now, we could not reach him. The Roosevelt County Board of County Commissioners and the manager of the detention center are also being sued. We have also not yet heard back from any of the board nor the detention center. For Target 7, I'm Jason McNabb.